obviously we need for some purpose. Okay, and which always sitting on the top, always. Now, next is the middleware software. What is middleware software? Is that okay? Middleware software is that what happen when application calling for something. Okay, so they need some sorts of middleware software which will let's okay, which will need to communicate with many applications. Suppose middleware software what will do is it has to connect with application one. Okay, I can tell you what's the example of that. Suppose application one, two, three, four, right? And the middleware software. What happened? Application one is suppose playing music. Application 2 is also playing music. Application 3 is playing music. Application 4 is also playing music, right? And there are four applications, and four application can be anything. You already know any application from WhatsApp, YouTube, LinkedIn, because LinkedIn can from LinkedIn you can play the music, from Instagram play the music, from Facebook you can play the music. And now you see everyone playing the same thing, and obviously the code for playing the music will be same, right? The for playing for playing the music is obviously same because audio playing, obviously video will change, but the code will playing the music will be same because the logic is same because you have to play video. So what happened? The code is common, right? So each application have to call the thing. So what happened in this case? Some people write a software called the middleware software. What it will happen? It will handle multiple applications, record their calls to handle. That's why you see the WhatsApp is installed on the billion of mobiles, right? So for handling this billions of WhatsApp on the multiple mobile, how they handle? Their server is basic on the US Mallo. For example, US the software is there, right? In the server is there. Now everyone playing the hardware sending the message. There are so many things. So what happened? They build some sorts of software in the middle which will handle these calls. Someone handling the multiple calls, someone handling the multiple message, someone handling the media message. That's why such sorts of things we call the middleware software on this. Please, you have any doubts, let me know because then you come to know what the software there. So these are the so you see the middleware software who are writing. You must understand and the person who writing the code for middleware is tougher. He should or she should must more good in the coding as compared to application software. Do you agree or not? Because middleware software need to handle more things in a small code. So that's why the person who are writing the middleware code is one of the I can say is one of the core developer, is the very nice developer he should be, because he has to handle very difficult call. So that's why the person who are developing the application, they are less, they require the development skill in order, but there should be less development skill required as compared to the middleware because it need more brainstorming, everything, multiple scenarios, right? Any doubt on this on the middleware software? I think is clear to everyone. Is clear, I think, right? Is clear. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now it's clear, right? So this is called the middleware software. We got it. Now another
It is,
software is there.
sir,
Yeah.
it is a
Sorry.
type of like application manager, na, which is related to database.
We can't call the application manager. I can say we call the middleware as software basically. It's
Okay,
not.
okay.
Yes, it's an application manager only. I agree, but it's not specific to application. It has some. I just give you an example, but it has some other tasks also, which
Okay,
is
sir.
done inside itself. Like here, it does itself. So that's why. So you don't say application manager. It's a middleware. So you can say its complexity is more. It is sitting just behind the application because multi-application can send many commands, and for handling this command, this middleware will take the handle. Like basically the family of the father is the for example middleware. He handles everything, right? Your all the sons family he handles. So he's the middleware, and the child and other things are you can application. He can handle. You can take the button everything something like this. You can think in such a way. Okay, so middleware software is a person who handle the more like so that's why the writing in the code in the middleware is tough. It's tough to write and it's require very high skilled development skill. It's not able to write. I write the code for middleware also in my previous company. For I write the code for development for Delhi Metro and I think Australian Metro. I write the code for driverless car. At that time, I have to write the middleware code for that. So that is literally is requirement of the highly skilled for that because you have to handle multiple things. Now another source of software is there. What is another software is there?
Uh,
It called the
Sorry to
yes,
interrupt. Can you give
yes,
some
yes.
examples other than Python as a middleware?
No, I have not gone through that. We will go on the next slide. I have not tell the Python till now. You will get the answer in the next slide. Okay, don't you just wait for some. I didn't tell any longest till now. Not CC plus plus. I'm not telling any longest till now, right? I've not told any. I've not tell. I'm giving about the what is application middleware. I didn't tell any of the thing now, right now. You notice I have not tell anything till now.
No
I've not said
example.
any. No, I will tell you definitely. Wait, you
Oh,
get answer in. You get answer. Okay, don't worry, you get the answer 100%. We will see what are the software required for developing all these things in a few where we require. Just understand the concept now. What is application? What is middleware? And what is next now? The next type of software is the uh, operating system. Is another software type. Basically, what is this? This is nothing but it's a software which is used to basically handle both middleware plus application. And this is the operating system which only talk to hardware. Means this is the only guys who is talking to hardware. Why talking to hardware require? Because this guy need to know which hardware component need to use and when. Only operating system talking to hardware. It will tell you that now use this RAM, how much 2 GB RAM, 1 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM. So basically, what are the this will do? Basically, it will help you to do some of the specific tasks. Operating system, for example, memory management, right? So operating system will do memory management. How it will do? Suppose one application running, two applications running. So obviously one application is 1 GB, another is 2 GB. For handling this memory, you need something, and the who handle the hardware for RAM for hardware is operating system. So operating system to understand how much RAM I should give to this particular application, and that's why it do the tasks of first of memory management done by the operating system because it talk to the hardware. It what did me talk to the hardware means the software which is there it directly interacting with the hardware. The software running exactly on the top of on that operating system. Operating system consists of some of the software. For example, we call some of the software. Some people call device driver is a part of operating system. Device driver, for example. Also, device driver means especially talk to the devices. Another software is there called the part of this one is called the bootloader. What is bootloader? Basically, when you up your system, when you up your mobile or laptop, the software which is required to up the system we call the bootloader system, bootloader software. This is also the part of operating system. Okay, the operating system will first it will do so many things. That's why operating system. That's why you see Windows is one of the Microsoft is one of the you know biggest company in the world because developing a operating system is literally very tough job. And Windows why running very nicely because easy to use graphical interface is nice. That's why it's very now I think it's 30 years it's going so much great, right? It's always window 10 window 11 they're linking so many things. So you see Windows have to do so many things: bootloader, booting the system, handle the device, all the hardwares means all the hardware what we learn: CPU, NAND, RAM, IO, device, sensors, everything is controlled by operating system software. It will do memory management for you. It will do the process management also. What is process management we call, right? Like there are so many applications running to handle these applications. First run this application, like you see that's why when your system is up, your whole application running nothing like this. Suppose I open the Windows is running, I open this notepad, it's always nothing like this stop. So handling this multiple application is also a typical task, right? So it is done by the operating system software. So it's handling all the things, it will handling the interrupts. So memory system will do all these tasks which it actually handle basically talking to the hardware. So these are the software, application, middleware, and operating system. Okay, these are the software mostly there. And the operating system device drivers, there's a part of operating system also. Okay, which talk to that. Now, like say architecture, something like this. On the bottom, your hardware is sitting. On the top, your operating system batting. Operating system is sitting. That is a part device driver is a part of operating system. It talking to the hardware. And this guy middleware talking to the device driver or operating system and application, like basically see all are talking to each others. Application talking to this one, middleware talking to this one. Now in this case, middleware, suppose they get the right for application running 1 GB. Middleware will it require 4 GB. The middleware will tell to the operating system that I need 4 GB for this application. Please allocate for me. Then middleware will tell the operating system, operation talk to the hardware and see it's free or not. If free, then he allocate. Not, they'll say memory exception, crash the application, stop it, and they'll say memory is not there. Something they will display if not there. If yes, it's allocated. So these are the software's component are there and hardware components on that. These are that. Any doubt on this slide till now? Because this is one of the very tricky things which require deep analysis. Till now, anyone have any doubt on this slide only? What I'm not teach, please don't ask. But what I teach till now, any doubt on till now, please let me know. Any doubt till now? I will like to ask any Gangadhar or Gaurav. Any doubt on this?
Yeah, I have. What is the interface? How it will interact with the middleware to application
Yes,
layer? Is there any
that's a
interface?
yeah, that's a very good question. I really appreciate. I want you guys to what happened now. You see, so that's why that's a good now application is there. Suppose right. Suppose WhatsApp is there, right? If you want to send a message, for example, so obviously you require some sorts of interface to talking to device, operating system or middleware. So this interface is always defined in the software coding. That's why you might know API, application program interface. You know this term. So I can tell you how the application is there, right? For example, I will give you the WhatsApp is there, right? And want to send a message. Send a message interface is there. So what's the there? We have to name the sender name, right? Sender name, message, hello, hello, and IP address. Suppose that this is we call some sorts of API. We call the application of programming interface. It define writing design when you're developing the code. It's always there. Suppose these are the send message in WhatsApp. It's a defined. This is called the interface. When you're writing this message will go to the middleware with this interface name. And middleware knows that is when you're writing the code you have to agreement like this protocol is there, right? In the protocol you have sets of agreement. Then when you're writing the interface it always have proper agreement with the different software. They knows that this is there for doing this. Okay, so this called the API application interface. It will send a message here. It will come to a middleware and middleware when one need the memory. So for OS operating system always there's interface name like this, allocate memory, something like this. Suppose how much memory? Suppose one like suppose a number of MB, something like that. So this interface is always there for each level, something like this. This is already known predefined. That this application, this particular name, when you write in the code, it will allocate the memory. When you're writing in your code, it will help you to send a message. We will see in the Python when writing the code, you will understand in more detail. But as of now, if you just you assume or just believe that something, you must have some sorts of line which is already defined when you interacting with the different hardware or different level of software. Is already defined and always documented in the code, in the documented, always documented. It's not like this. You won't do this. I can give some example. Let's do that. Let me do that. Okay, for example, mathematics calculation interface for Python, for example. Let's see. Okay, you want to do the mathematics program. Okay, let me do that. So for that you're doing the mathematics, for example. Okay, when you're doing the mathematics, you see there is sorts of let me give some good example. Let me do. Okay, for factorial is there. Okay, if you want to factorial, for example, you have the interface is always there, math dot factorial. You just need to pass the number, you get the interface. This is the interface for factorial. Okay, let me do more another example, good one. For let me do a square root. You see, for a square root, for example, I calculate the square root. The square root of a number is a value that multiply itself, give the number. You use math.sqrt to find the square root. This is the interface is always there. You just need to pass the number in between. The number will automatically multiply for you. So this sort of software is always documented. It must have to document. But when you're writing a new code, then you also have to expose your interface to other guys. Then only someone can use the interface and write it. Suppose you develop an interface, right, for doing something. You have to expose, you have to publish in your website, in your notes, that this soft interface need to be right so that people can use and do the tasks. Any doubt on this? I hope I can clear you.
Yeah.
It's clear to you?
Yeah. Yes.
You got it?
Clear. Yeah. I
Got
got
it,
it.
Bank? So
Yeah.
this interface, this always defined by the developer, the writer of the program, of the software device, software development team, or the hardware. That must have to define. Okay, just like I show you the for a square root program, anything always define. Okay, and it is understand by each layer the interface they knows, not automatically. It's defined, it documented. Okay, someone has, I think, okay, and one software which I have not mentioned, that is might be I just add that library and compiler. What is compiler? Compiler is nothing but the software which is used to compile your code. Basically, when you're writing something, it have to compile and run the code. Basically, a library is your sorts of library which is used to use more often. For example, you have on doing the calculation for multiplication, you need that. So you can create the library for that. I will see how to create the library in a Python, but it's a software which is used more often. We call the libraries. Okay, we create. So these are the slide. I hope you guys are clear on that. If any have no doubt, then it's fine. Okay, it's clear to you, everyone.
Oh,
It's
yes.
clear to everyone. Yes. And you have any doubt, please tell me, guys. If any doubt,
Uh,
please let me know. Amit.
yeah,
Yeah.
one. So libraries come under API.
Library is a type. I can. It's not exactly the I can say APIs. It's mm, you can say the software which is used you need always. So that called the library. For example, you need the math, you need the math operations calculus. Mathematics you require multiplication, for example, you require subtraction, calculus. So what happen? You're writing the code somewhere for that software for multiplication. Suppose you need uh, m is equal to a plus n to b. You need the software more often. You create a libraries for that. That law is the software which you need more often. Something like this. You can think. You will see when you're writing the just assume that is a software which is you need more often. We call the library. Okay. Be writing the code for library. Then you will get clear. Okay. Okay. Now going to the next slide. Okay. Now we already know the hardware, software. We know the embedded system. Now the example of real time of the device, cell phone. UE. The UE you see we have GPS, we have RX receiver software, Bluetooth is there, right? And the display device there, ROM is there, RAM is there, codec is there, mic is there, speaker is there. So you see all the things are there in the part. Right now you can relate the UE with that. I think in the UE they have not mentioned. I've not put that NAND, but that's NAND is also definitely will is I think it's not put, but NAND is also there. Okay, but is I'm not able to see, but I can put might be on the next slide, next time. But yeah, so you see all the now you guys are able to understand the hardware of the UE. Now you can guys to the see the mobile UIs how it's work and the software, right? So this is the hardware part. I know you guys are not USB, battery port, SIM port, display, keyboard, on off switch, cameras, mic, codec, speaker, CPU, DSP, DAC, audio DAC, because you have to when you receive is always analog to digital, when you're sending digital to analog to the outside world, right? Then you're receiving the port, Bluetooth, GPS, all the software. These are part of hardware. The software, how it's tech in the software. Might be you're from the telecom background, you might be know. Application, database and middleware, runtime libraries, operating system, firmware, hardware. Okay, and in the 5G, how the software is stack. Now, so bottom is the L1 layer we call, right? 5 layer we call the layer 2 we call the MAC RLC PDCP, right? This is a part of layer 2, and layer 3 we call the RLC and the NAS. This are, and the top of that we have application layer on the top of that, right? So these are the L2, L3. This is the protocol stack, which is stack we done in the in our system. Now, what's the next? The question which might be Hemlata is now the point is that what are the software, like we know the layer of software, right? Application middleware. Now the $1,000,000 question is that what software, what there are in real time, there are so many programming languages out there. You might say HTML, Python, C, C++, Java, blah blah thing, right? C, C, blah blah. There are so many. The $1,000,000 question is that in which layer, which sort of application, which sorts of programming is used for that? What type of need you need that? The question answer is lies there, which depends on the requirement. Suppose you are writing the operating system code. So what happened? The operating system code normally should be light because should not be bulky, and it should interact with the hardware. So which is the software you think the is more close to the hardware? First software which is developed, that is a C. The operating system Windows, Linux are completely written and 99% written the code in C because it is based on the, it's more close to the hardware. The application software, so what are the application software like Java, HTML, .NET, right? And Python, C++. Develop application from C on the application, it doesn't mean you can't do the operating system development. You can that. You can do both, but it's your choice. But in the for the general sense, you can see system mostly written on the C. Middleware mostly written on the C, C++, Python. Mostly, it's not like this. It can change, but depends. But generic operating system, device driver, bootloader code written on the C programming language. Middleware written on the C, C++, Python, and application programming software mostly are writing on the code on Java, HTML, Python, C, and C++. These are the applications required to develop that particular source of software on that particular each line is a stack. Okay. Okay. So now for application, I'm for example, web development you require application require HTML, CSS, C#, .NET, right? These are for middleware, C++, C. And yes, the middleware example is that compiler basically or libraries, mostly all these are written on the C++ and the operating system written on the C. Okay, so these are the softwares required. Okay, with this I'm going to close the embedded system first class to give the basic idea of that. So I want to know anyone have to, that's why yes, that's why last thing. So why we had learned the Python? So you can see the Python is a good programming language because you see Python used on the application plus on the middleware also. So Python is very useful, I can say. The application mostly written on the Python and on the middleware also they require. The middleware I told is very critical software to write. So it's good to learn. So that's why we are writing. When you learn the Python, so we are developing we are developing the applications. We are not writing middleware code. We are not writing operating system code. We are not writing libraries. Libraries we are writing, I think, the middleware, yes, some sorts of, but we are writing the code for application and middleware only, not operating system, not device driver, not bootloader. Python can be used only application and so this is from my end, the end of the first class for the introduction of embedded system and why we need it. Reason being only that if you know the understand the basic where this when, how, what software you require or how the embedded system works, then only the programming become easy. That's why I always start with that. So on this, all these three slides, or these three first topic, anyone have any doubt on this, please let me know. Guys, come and join, I think. Amit, Ankur, anyone, any questions, please, till now? Or it's fine. Any questions? Or it's perfectly fine. In you get boring, you get sleep, or what's the?
So Rahul, actually, this
Mm.
Operating system means Android, and then your Apple, Mac, and everything will be on C language only, right?
Yes, 100% say yes. Actually, operating system iOS, trust me, they don't tell anyone in the
Yeah,
how the
no,
code they never.
it's on proprietary. Yeah.
But I can tell you they are written on C because I work with Apple also. But I know
Okay.
because my experience, I know because operating system written on the C only. There are no other language which will they can't develop the language for writing the code. So yes, you're right.
Okay.
Android is a publicly open source code. You can see it. You can search. You can definitely code it. Android, Linux is operating system is free open source. You can search it. All are written in the C. Yes, you're right.
So
Yes.
Snapdragon Qualcomm, it's operating system, or
No,
it's operating.
Snapdragon.
It's a
No,
middleware.
no, Snapdragon. Qualcomm. I think it's the chipset they're given to that chipset
Yeah,
to the
chipset.
CPU.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hardware plus software embedded system.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone have any doubt?
Hello, sir.
Please, yeah, come with the
Hello, sir.
questions. Yeah.
Basically, that
Yeah.
whatever Amit told, like, so the base part of kernel or BSP, which is the base of the Android or
Mhm.
any
Hey,
Android system, so it
yes.
is written
The
only on C++.
C, C, only C. C. Operating system always written in C. Why you can find answer, but I can give you a hint because the C, the programming which writing is light. I know it's difficult to understand light. What is light? Is light in nature, and it's very hardware friendly. It's near to the hardware. So when writing the code in like operating system, because operating system nothing but talking to hardware. So you need some software which is more closely to the hardware. So that's why you're written in the C. Yes. All the BSP, bootloaders, whatever you write, all the things written on the C. Yes.
Okay, so then one more thing, that Python is a language, C is also a language. So how
Mhm.
they are cooperate to each other in terms of processing all that in same pattern? Like
Yeah,
if
then.
I run,
Mhm, mhm.
if
Sorry,
I
go ahead.
want to run any query or any
Mhm.
testing purpose query, anything like over the Python, so
Mhm.
how it can relate to C++? What are the, is
Y-
there any?
Yes, that's why I told you the interface we have. That's why we have middleware is there. Who work as a middleman, as a broker for different language, different applications. You need middleware, some sorts of. You need some sorts of interface to talk to each other. You got it? And we call the APIs. We call the
Yeah,
middleware.
okay, sir. So it is Python is basically related to application and
Huh.
middle of the application layer
Yes.
to operate
Yes.
or doing some testing purpose or that kind of thing,
Yes,
just to
yes,
operate.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. On mostly on the application side, I can say Python is there, but trust me, in our telecom, it's not. I've not seen extensively used in the middleware.
Hmm.
Python always I have seen writing in telecom field on the application side, but if you go to the gaming side in the gaming companies, because I
Hmm.
work from the gaming players also, and that side they use at the middleware software also means they will handle multiple queries as you said it multiple people are talking to each other and for you need some interface right because you need some guys to help you right to, what's my name so one player is killing he's scoring 10 some is scoring 20 and some guy have to handle all these things all the requests come to single person and broker is suppose the referee right, in the match who calculate the match someone playing some players player one in a cricket play 60 some 40 some 100 someone has to make a scoreboard and scoreboard it and to handle everything how it done by the mostly by the middleware guys so in the gaming industry Python is usually on the middleware but in the telecom industry I have seen mostly on the application side they use the Python.
Okay, sir. Just one more question. Like from the network end and from the modem end, like from
Mhm,
telephony DB or something like that, which
mhm,
is related to the communication part. So
mhm.
how Python is going to help us?
Yes, Python is very helpful on that. We will see on the upcoming class for that. That I can say this question is hold as of now. Yes,
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
but you just keep the questions on your mind. If you can write note it, but when you get it, you get the answers definitely.
No, actually,
Rahul Bhai,
sir.
Santosh here.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yes. And you have any doubt on this? Please, if you have not, then we can close the session as well. If any
Rahul,
doubt,
Sir,
Rahul, I
how
Yeah.
sent
to
to share.
develop the API?
uh, one by one. I think was first I will take Santosh. Sorry, then I will come to
Uh,
Gangadhar. Okay, Santosh. Yeah, Santosh, please.
So Rahul, no, in software field actually, these
Mhm.
languages and programming languages keep on changing every day, right? Maybe after every 1 year, 2 year, new language comes and all these things actually.
No, no, no,
So,
no, 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 no.
Mhm.
It's a misconception. No, not at all.
Okay.
You're wrong.
So, I want to ask the practical questions. So basically, Python
Huh.
is here for almost I think 4 to 5 years or more than that, right? Actually.
No, no, no,
So
no. It's
why
a very, it's a very old language. Year wise, I
so it
can
will
tell you
continue,
the
right?
the year wise. I can tell you exactly. I think you see.
Oh, it's very old, right?
Okay, yeah. So
Okay, so
it's not
even
like
if we
so.
learn
Yes,
Python, we are sure that it will be useful maybe after
for
10 years
anyone.
also, right? Actually.
Yes, it's not going to absolute. The technology,
Okay.
you see, technology is changed.
Mhm.
Programming language not. I can tell you, technology change means 4G to 5G, 5G to 6G. It will happen.
Mhm.
But the programming language, writing the code, so L2 code
Mhm.
will change, file layer will change,
Mhm.
L3 will
Mhm.
code will change, obviously change because in but the writing the code for L2 is remains C++ or C. It's not going to change. It remains same. I bet you on that. It's not going to change that. Programming language, technology changed means 1 to
Mhm.
2G, 5G, 6G, even 7G will come, but the programming language will be remain same. It will not change. What the
So
point? The
programming
difference
language
between both.
will see, right?
Yeah. Technology change. Technology change. Come people. Technology change means programming. No, no, not at all. Technology change means your new feature will come in the automatic cars will there. Obviously, the new things
No, I
will be there.
understand. I
Sometime might be
understand.
you can write something. You can drive the car with the water. Someday might be in the right. The hydrogen car is there. But the
Mhm.
way of writing that, handling that things, it's a similar. It's not going to. The basic fundamental will be remain same. It's not going to change forever. Obviously, some
Python
new
is
thing
going
will
to
come.
remain
That
for say a
yeah.
long time, right?
Yes, 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 100%. For example, yeah, I can agree with that. For example, the writing the code Java, right? The writing the Java code, Android Java, the application, it's only Java is there. Java is developed long time back and it's still running. There is some little bit modification is there, but not like this is going to absolute. It will never ever happen. It will evolve. The syntax will be changed. Something, some modification will happen, but it will never ever